There is our perfect rainy day breakfast.
Waffles.
No wonder I was starting to feel really off. My biggest weakness, indulgence. I could eat all my points in a day in cheese. I don't know if I've ever forgotten to have coffee before. Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's Lauren, back with another What I Eat in a Day video. I'm 75 pounds down using the WW Blue Plan and counting calories for a calorie deficit. And it has been a rainy, dreary weekend all weekend long. This morning is Father's Day, and so my little one and husband are sitting watching some cartoons, and I am gonna get our breakfast started. Today I'm gonna be making some protein waffles, and I'm excited because this is a great recipe that my family will love. I can still sneak in some extra healthy items like these chia seeds, which have great fiber in them, as well as some protein powder. Today I'm going to be using TEAMI's Wellness Protein in the vanilla flavor. I've loved using this recently. I love that it's 100% plant-based protein, organic, vegan, non-GMO, dairy and soy free, with no artificial colors, flavors, or sweeteners. You can have a scoop of it for 100 calories or for 1 point on the WW Blue Plan, and you can mix it into so many different things. You can mix it into water for a quick on-the-go protein shake, into a milk of your choice, a smoothie, or in my favorite way, which is baking. So let's jump right in and get breakfast started.
Come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with
Now that we have our batter mixed up, you can either use a 1/4 cup of batter to do mini waffles, which is what I'm doing for my daughter first up, and then for full-size waffles, go ahead and use a 1/2 cup of batter mix.
This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free.
For toppings, I'm using some spray, I can't believe it's not butter, for 0 points, and 1 tablespoon of pure maple syrup. I'm also using some strawberries and fruit to top with, and having 2 pieces of bacon on the side. Okay guys, there is our perfect rainy day breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead and eat with the family, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit.
Pancake.
Those aren't pancakes, what are those?
Waffles.
Do you like waffles?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I do.
I'm also gonna mix up my probiotic prebiotic drink for this morning. I'm using TEAMI's Gut Love Wellness Powder. I'm just using 1 scoop of that into a glass of plain water, mixing it in well, and then I'm gonna transfer it to one of my infuser cups because I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple slices of lemon as well as some ice and just have a nice refreshing citrus water. I enjoy having this all day long, and I always like to try and get my probiotic prebiotic powder in while I'm eating just because it settles in my stomach better. There's been all the painting. crafting.
Playing Play-Doh.
Oh, that's a good rainy day activity. All right, so I went ahead and refilled my tumbler with more water for the day. I went ahead and left the lemons in there. I'll just leave them in there all day and keep refilling my water. I like that little taste of citrus in my water. I feel like it helps me drink more of it a day. My goal is 100 ounces a day. Hey guys, okay, so it's a little bit later, about lunchtime. Sorry, I ended up washing my face. Even though I got ready this morning and did makeup, my eyes were super itchy and watery, and I don't know if it's this weird weather we've been having. It's been so rainy in Georgia. The last week, we were supposed to be camping this weekend as a fun family trip for Father's Day, and the weather took a quick turn and we ended up packing up and coming home early. We only spent one day camping, but I actually have a bunch of the food that I prepped for camping still here. So we're gonna go ahead and cook it up anyway today. So for lunch, this is what I was gonna prep for camping. And then dinner, I kind of had just like the elements all prepped. Like I had our chicken cut up and marinated with some veggies. So I'll share with you those skewers we're doing for dinner in just a bit. But let's get into lunch because I think the tiny one's getting hungry. So for lunch, we're gonna do these little pinwheel sandwiches I like to make out of tortillas. So for the toddler, I'm just going with regular classic flour tortillas with peanut butter and jelly. And then for Josh and I have the Carb Balance Mission tortillas. These come in at 2 points each on the blue plan. And then for Josh, I'll go with some regular cheese. I'm gonna stick with the Velveeta slices because these are only 1 point per piece. These are more like 3 or 4 points a piece. Cheese, I could eat all my points in a day in cheese. And then we also have this sliced deli ham that I'm gonna use. But before we put on the cheese and ham, I'm gonna mix together some of this Third Less Fat Philadelphia cream cheese and a couple teaspoons of plain ranch seasoning. And I'm gonna make our own little spread with that. That's gonna go onto the tortilla, and then I'm gonna put down some cheese, then some ham. We're gonna roll them up, slice them, and then we'll have these fun little ham and cheese sandwiches. I had already used part of this package in another recipe, so I just have a half bar of this Third Less Fat cream cheese here. And then I'm gonna go in probably with about a tablespoon of this ranch seasoning mix. And then we're just gonna give it a little mash and stir it all together.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock them down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane.
And I ended up with quite a bit of this cream cheese mixture left. So how I'm gonna count this for my WW points, and that's why I've been measuring it out with a tablespoon. I'm gonna go ahead and just count it as a tablespoon of cream cheese for each of the rolls. And then I'll do probably a teaspoon of the ranch seasoning mix as well per serving.
Ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock them down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane.
Family lunch is ready. So see guys, I can still cook the same kind of thing for my fam with just a couple swaps. So I feel like I'm good in my calories and points. I made a couple healthier choices. I went with the lower point cheese. And we have some fruit and veggies on the side, as well as some Poppables chips. These are a really good option for a chip if you're looking for one that's decent amount of chips for points and calories. So I'm still drinking my water, but I'm actually gonna grab a Coke Zero Cherry. I just realized it's been kind of a busy morning. I jumped right into starting the video with you guys and starting breakfast. And normally I've been waiting till like mid-morning to my coffee, and I forgot this morning. I don't know if I've ever forgotten to have coffee before. All right, a Coke Zero it is, I guess. I don't even know, does this even have caffeine? No wonder, I was starting to feel really off and just like not myself this morning. There you go. Coffee addiction, guys. It's not good. I do love it though. And because I needed to know, I definitely looked it up, and a can of Coke Zero has like 32 milligrams of caffeine in it, and a standard single shot of espresso has 64 grams. So this is about half the caffeine of one shot of espresso. And normally when I make some coffee, I use 2 shots of espresso. So, guys, it's about 3 o'clock and I'm hitting a wall. That was not enough caffeine to get my get up and go, having that soda. So I'm gonna go ahead and make myself a coffee. I might regret this later when I can't sleep starting at 10 o'clock, but honestly, I have a lot to get done tonight. I'm trying to get this video edited and done and up for you guys tomorrow, and I have a couple other videos I'm working on, so mama needs some energy. So let's make some coffee. So I'm gonna have this as a little like coffee afternoon treat. I have a double shot of espresso that I brewed with my Nespresso. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of the sweet cream coffee creamer from Chobani. I will top it off with some Silk almond milk, unsweetened. This is normally about a half cup. It's not even enough of the almond milk to make it worth any points. But I'm gonna do a fun little drizzle of some chocolate syrup around the outside of the glass to make it a mocha. This is not the sugar-free Hershey's syrup. We've tried it and I just can't get past the sugar-free taste in the chocolate syrup. I have used the sugar-free caramel sauce and it's been just fine for me. I don't taste a difference with that one and I like it. The chocolate I can't get past. So this is just regular Hershey syrup. I'm gonna go in with 1 tablespoon of it and just like drizzle it around the outside of the glass. Okay, this is one of those things. I know some people don't count their coffee at all. I do try and count my coffee because in the past I have had a problem with drinking all of my calories for the day. But today I think this is probably more like 2 tablespoons of chocolate syrup. I'm just counting it as 1. I'm gonna count it as a 3-point coffee and I'm gonna move on. Time for dinner, guys. We are gonna have a pretty easy dinner because I had it prepped already from camping. So, for dinner, I've had this marinating now for like 48 hours. That's way longer than you need to do it for. I'm sure like a couple hours or even just like a quick marinade, like 15 minutes would probably do you. But it's okay sitting in it too. So all this is 2 chicken breasts that are diced, about 1.5 cups of fresh pineapple. It was just left over from the week from our fruit and I needed to use it up. I have 1 green bell pepper in here that I chopped into like chunks. And then it's about 1/4 cup of teriyaki sauce. And then I just added a big heaping tablespoon of garlic, of minced garlic. So I just mixed it all together. It's been sitting in this little container marinating. So I'm gonna get all of those onto some bamboo skewers. I'm gonna soak the skewers in some water for a couple minutes just so they're wet. And then I'm gonna use a grill pan to go ahead and cook these. We don't have a regular grill. We do have our smoker that I have shared before in some of my like meat preps, but we don't have a regular grill You can grill-ish on the smoker, but it's not the same. So we're just gonna do them inside today. We moved to this house over the holidays and we're slowly getting all of the bigger things back. We were in an apartment, so we had gotten rid of our grill from our previous townhouse. Anyway, we're gonna do these inside. And then on the side, I'm gonna make some jasmine rice and some black beans. And I've shared this before, but to make creamy rice without needing any sort of butter or spray butter, I do half chicken stock, half water for however much water you need according to your directions, how much you're making. So for us tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up 1 cup of uncooked rice. And then it says 1.5 cups of water to that. So I'm gonna do 3/4 cup of the chicken stock to 3/4 cup water. As it cooks down, this just makes the rice nice and creamy. It gives it great flavor and you don't need to add butter. So I'll probably add just a sprinkle of salt, pepper, maybe I'll put some chili lime seasoning in the rice as well. And we'll just this is kind of gonna be like an aloha teriyaki chicken and veg skewer with some fun rice. And then just a simple side of black beans. And my daughter will eat the black beans, she will eat the rice, and then she might just have like a cheesy roll-up is what we call them. And it's basically a tortilla with some cheddar cheese that's melted in it, like you roll it up. Kind of like lunch, how we did the rolls. All the tortilla roll-ups. I don't know, guys. She's 3 and she'll eat it and it'll be relatively balanced with the beans and the rice. Maybe I'll give her some fruit on the side or some broccoli. So anyway, there we go. We're gonna make some dinner. Gonna cover our skewers in water and let them soak for a couple minutes while I get the rice and black beans started. Also, friends, I need a new can opener recommendation. We bought this one from Target like 2 weeks ago and it's awful. It's so difficult to use. It's just bad. Don't buy this one. Don't get the KitchenAid new ones at Target. They are awful. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and return this. I've only used it like twice, but it's not working, and this was not an inexpensive can opener. So I am going to try and do the skewers, like a whole skewer that's chicken, a whole skewer that's the veggies and the fruit, just to help with the cook time and more even cooking. That's how we're gonna do it. It's not as pretty, but then that way we'll each just have a skewer of chicken and a skewer of veggies and fruit. The rice. It looks so good. This was something a little bit different, but it looks really good. We have our teriyaki chicken, our grilled pineapple and bell pepper. Then we just have some really simple white jasmine rice, simply flavored with a little bit of sea salt. And again, I used the chicken stock. No butter is in there, but it's nice and soft and creamy. These are just some plain black beans that I heated up and threw about a tablespoon of some shredded cheddar cheese on. Dinner done, guys. I know I'm gonna get questions about this pan in the video comments. So it is a Lodge cast iron, and I will say because it's a quality cast iron pan, it is way easier to clean than the last one we had, which just had like a non-stick coating and it wasn't a true cast iron pan. This one's easier, but I will say no matter what, these grill pans are a pain in the butt to clean. Hey guys, sorry, in my car now. I got the kitchen cleaned up, we got Lila down for bed, and then I had to run a couple errands real quick. So it is Father's Day, and one of Josh's wishes was to get our favorite ice cream place. You guys know I have mentioned it in my recent Q&A video. Someone asked me what my biggest like weakness, like indulgence is if I was gonna splurge. And in the summertime, like seasonally, it's definitely like, I don't know, is it called like craft ice cream? I don't know, like really good ice cream. I can skip on ice cream from the grocery store that comes in the cartons, but going out for ice cream, like when I was back in Illinois, we had Oberweis, which was so good. When we were in New Hampshire, they had this really great little ice cream place down on the docks on the lake. Well, Brewster's has been our #1 go-to now that we've moved to the Atlanta area of Georgia, and it is so good, guys. However, I'm pretty close in my points and calories for today, and I did get ice cream last week in my last What I Eat in a Day, or actually it was a day in the life, but I shared a lot of what I ate that day as well. We went out to eat, we went out for ice cream, so I'm actually not craving it, even though I'm sitting here in front of the ice cream store. So I picked up Josh his special wish, and I think when I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna use up my last few points and my last, I think I have right around 200 calories left. This, I won't quite get to my calorie goal, but I'll be just over on points. I'm gonna have a Yasso mint chocolate chip bar because they're really good. And honestly, they do the trick of satisfying my want for ice cream when I wanna be good. So tonight I'm gonna be good, but that means that I will have weeklies that restart tomorrow. That's the other thing, is I don't really have a ton of weeklies left this week. It is Sunday and they start over tomorrow. So I will have all my weeklies for tomorrow. I won't feel bad because my sister and her husband are coming to visit as well next week. And I know that we're going to be doing some fun special things with them. And I want to make sure I kind of budget and save them for then. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my video today. Hey, if you haven't checked me out over on Instagram yet, I also share what I eat in a day every single Wednesday in my stories. I have story highlights saved if you want to check out some previous ones. And this week that I'm posting this video, I'm actually a part of a share week, and I'm sharing what I eat in a day as well as what my toddler Lila eats in a day, because it's hard keeping track when you're a mom on a health journey, also trying to feed your family healthy too, and getting toddlers to eat non-beige food. Am I right? Anyway, all right, so that's gonna wrap up tonight's video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see more What I Eat in a Day, healthy living lifestyle, recipe, and grocery haul videos. And please hit the like button. It really helps out my channel, and it helps get this video out to others who might need some healthy eating ideas. Anyway, until next time, bye!
I always do. I never think, I always do.